Bomani, what do you think Pat Riley's first thought was when I'm sure he didn't see it on Twitter or on his phone? Somebody had to tell him. I'll just throw that out there. That James Harden put Miami on one of his wish lists I want to go to play for. What do you think went through Riley's mind when he heard that?
Oh, immediately trying to figure out what way there is for it to happen, because Pat Riley does not look at the world in the same ways that we do. Like, I see the idea of trading assets away for James Harden and ask, how are you going to build this thing around James Harden? Is the only way to play ball with James Harden having the ball all the time and things that stagnate your offense, and whether that's the guy that you want around. Pat Riley is, I am Pat Riley. This is like, he's David Ruffin, right? Like, I'm David Ruffin and these are the Temptations. That's how Pat Riley sees the Heat. This is his team. And so, yeah, we bring James Harden in here, and he would do what it is that we do. Because not even with LeBron James did Pat Riley truly entertain the possibility that he is going to bend to what the player wants, right? They may take your input into account, but he's the guy who's in charge. So if you tell him one of the best 5 players in the NBA is available to be under his charge, oh, he'll try to find a way to, like, if he wants it, he'll find a way to get this done, because I don't think the market is going to be nearly as robust as James Harden would have expected.
Well, certainly not if the Rockets are doing what they should do, which is, okay, we've got 2 years of contractual control remaining. This player does not have a no-trade clause. However, the NBA gives you whatever trade clause you want when a superstar usually says, I don't want to be here. But that said, they should look at Philadelphia and say, well, one of the names better be Embiid or Simmons. I don't want to hear about Tobias Harris. Or, well, Nets, one of the names better be Kyrie. I'm sure you're not going to be talking about Durant. But one of those names better pop up. And if you're Houston, the name is Hero, right? Or Adebayo? I mean, that better be the first name out of Pat Riley's mouth. Otherwise, enjoy playing with John Wall. Shouldn't that be there?
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
you
right?
Can't give a play. Like, you think, I've talked about this for a while, like some of the superstar trades of back in the day, like Charles Barkley got traded for Jeff Hornacek, Tim Perry, and Andrew Lang. And after that season, Andrew Lang left Philadelphia and went back to Phoenix, right? You can't get away with making one of those trades anymore. Not after you get all of that for Paul George, for example. Not after the Pelicans got all of that for Anthony Davis. Like, you as a general manager can't go face your boss and come back with a terrible package for James Harden, right? And so I think he thought that he could squeeze himself into the one place he wanted to go just by stomping his feet. And the Rockets are like, nah, we're not going to do that. One thing to keep in mind with Harden, he was represented by Rob Pelinka, I think, when Rob Pelinka took the Lakers job. But the big thing is Harden's mom handles his affairs, if I'm not mistaken. I know he does not. I do not believe he has like an official quote unquote agent. I don't know anything about his mother or anybody that's around him. I don't want to question their savvy or anything like that.
Right.
But there's a value in a professional, And so if he is trying to run his own strong arm campaign without the aid of someone who does this all the time, then this is going to be wonky.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.